Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. You got 2 cards for your vibes for the week ahead. This is interesting. You got a major arcana, number 0, the Fool. This is about a new chapter, brand new chapter, new adventures, maybe taking a risk, okay? Stepping in a direction that's a little uncertain. As you can see, this person does not know she's standing on top of a crocodile there. However, she is safe and protected and divinely guided, and she'll be fine. Okay. But she has no idea the risk that she may be taking. Okay. You may feel a risk and not know that the risk is not such a risk. It's actually part of your divine plan. Okay. Water sign. So this is something new, a new beginning of sorts in your life, a new chapter. This 3 of Wands is the other card to show up for you. 3 of Wands is about distance between yourself and others. This could be a long distance relationship. This could be moving away, or having such boundaries around yourself that you won't allow others in, okay, in some kind of way. Maybe you're sick, okay, or maybe your folks have moved or they're detained or some kind of thing, okay. This can happen in the 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is about procrastination, if you will. Maybe you're waiting for the right time to re-emerge and you're stuck in this pattern of who knows what, okay. Procrastination could be a factor here for the water signs. Waiting for the right time, waiting to hear back. You've started something new and you're not sure, and you're waiting for those results, waiting for something to unfold. I feel like there's a skip in the process here. Like, I want it now, but there's no way in hell it's going to be here now. Okay. So I just want to say to the water signs, like, I kind of feel that here. Like, I want it right now, but there's something in the way. There's time in the way. There's distance in the way. There's something that I'm waiting to hear back on. There's some snag in the process, a hiccup, something, or maybe you already know, like, I know it's not coming, but I fucking want it to happen anyways, right? And until then, there's a stalemate, a procrastination. I can't live my life until this happens. And that's a big fat lie. I just want to say that right now. You must live your life now. Even if you're waiting for it to get better later, you can make it better right now in whatever ways are right for you. Okay. That's the ticket there. And when you start living in that capacity, this distance, the gap closes. And before you know it, that distance and that time is no longer a factor, and it's here and it's happened, and you're living in that reality. Okay. So water signs, we've got to bridge the gap here somehow. What's going on? 2 of water, partnership, commitment, and reconciliation. Water sign, what's going on here? These are about the important people in your life. Romantic partners, potentially, okay, but also our parents, our children, people we love, people we would give our life or our time or our money to help out, right? This is what I'm talking about here. So there's something going on, a new chapter, a new something, or a pause of procrastination. Take it where it resonates, okay, but there's some kind of a wrinkle in the program. And maybe you're focusing here, these relationships that pour and give back into one another, or lack of that. Okay, so watch where your focus is. All right. Even if you are a solo person who spends most of your time alone, but desires companionship, desires camaraderie, desires friendship or partnership, it's important that you give to yourself in the ways that you would want a partner to do so, to start that pattern in your life, that the law of attraction can bring an actual person to begin doing those kinds of things for you and with you. Okay. But when we go, oh, I'm just me, there's no reason to make dinner. Oh, I'm just me, there's no reason to do my hair or my nails or to get myself done today. Right. When I should even leave the house. I got no reason to do a damn thing at all. Right. These kinds of things. Well, then how are you pouring into yourself and allowing the universe to pour back into you through others? If you're isolating in a hermit crab kind of way, that's kind of how I feel here. So recognizing the ways that you can give back to yourself and the people who matter to you, the people who really do give back to you, and recognizing the ones who don't. Okay. And limiting the amount that you'll pour into them. That's also here. Additional factor. The card is number 2. That's when you've got the 2 of water, right? And the card is number 2 here, the warrior. So this warrior is strong. All right. Been through a lot, seen a lot of things. This is the strength within you. All right. But there's a softness to this 2 of water. There's a strength here and a softness here. This is about strength and resilience and being up to the actionable steps of the task, right? Yeah, 2, the fish, 2 of water. And this is about the emotions, giving and taking with others. So I want to say, like, there might be fights, there might be clashes this week between the warrior and the 2 of cups. Warrior's like, this, I see the blues in the card too. Communication. the thoughts that we're having about people, maybe the words that we're saying about them or us, whatever this is. Keep your stuff clean, keep your stuff clear. You know what I mean? Try not to say things that aren't exactly true, or to say things in the heat of the moment that might hurt feelings just because you know that that'll happen. Okay, because you know that that is not the healthiest way to find resolution. All right, but if you get overwhelmed, it could potentially happen. So I want to say to the water sign to excuse yourself to the restroom if you feel like you have heightened emotions that you need to get under control before you move forward, proceed with the group. That I kind of feel this pause. Wait, procrastination. Pause real quick to make sure that I'm in alignment with exactly how I want this to proceed. Okay, because it does matter. It does matter. And how you feel in every moment and about your life adds to the quality of your energetic vibrational frequency, and that manifests your future. So keep the streets clean as possible, that you may manifest good, positive experiences for yourself. I want to say, I feel the shadow coming out here for the water signs. I want to say that sometimes we have experiences that trigger our shadow. All right. Like that part of ourselves that we don't care for. Right. So we might like mute it or stuff it or pretend it doesn't exist. Right. But then it's drawn out of us in some way. And then kaboom, it's in our face, like this glaring part of ourselves that I hate it when I act like this. I hate it when I do that thing. I hate it when and it's you that makes me that way. But Spirit is saying you are that way. The experiences trigger it out of you, and recognizing this about yourself and implementing awareness and healthier coping mechanisms is how you can sidestep and avert this kind of behavior in the future. But you must get clear. You must have clarity and get honest with yourself about it. When you see this happening, it's for your greatest and highest good. Cancer, you've got major arcana card number 17, the star. This is about the wish and the hope and the prayer that you have in your heart, and holding space for the kind of life that you want to be living, all this turbulence aside. I really do feel like it's about cleaning up the streets of your life one little thing at a time as you walk towards that destination that you desire here. Cancer, this 3 of Wands, I feels like there's some things to work out, right? You know what I mean? I see all these little braids, all the little pleats to the braid there. Like there's a lot to tie up, you know, and it's progress is your friend. I even see all of these ribbons going this way and that way. Like a lot of different things are moving in a lot of different directions, Cancer, but you have to understand that you're moving in that direction too. The things that are going on here now and today that are triggering you or calling to you for attention or whatever resolution, those things are not distracting you. You're still moving in the direction that your life is moving in. Those things are a part of your whole life path journey. So addressing them quickly, efficiently, and of the highest and greatest good, so that you can move back into your status quo or your comfort zone or whatever this is where you will feel most comfortable. But recognizing that these things that pull you off track or distract you in some way, they're changing your vibrational frequency. And when that happens, it puts you further away from that manifestation that you're praying for, the one that you're seeking. So learning to integrate and keep step on this part of the path, even when it's frustrating to you, without letting it really bring you down in a vibrational quality, that is where the ticket lies for you, Cancer. I hope you can understand this, okay? Not getting so upset, not getting so ruffled, not having these big highs and lows, but having these highs and consistent progress in an upward momentum. Yeah, sometimes we come back down, but the vibrational set point needs to continue to increase. The more you let yourself get low in vibration, your manifestations are farther and farther from you. Scorpio, this is crazy here. Scorpio, you got major arcana card number 0, the Fool. And if you noticed, so did you up here. Okay, the Fool and the 3 of Wands. And then Scorpio got 2 Fools. Okay, this means super duper new. This 2 of Water, partnership, commitment, reconciliation, the Warrior. I feel like Scorpio, something is very new, or I feel like you are very new. You as a person are attempting to just really give yourself, your life, your behavior, your mindset a facelift. I feel I feel a touch of compliance here. So I just want to say to Scorpio, make sure that you are in alignment with that which you are in compliance to, lest you create some kind of an internal resentment and then that come out later. Okay. But I do feel how you're potentially following the lead of someone you care about, or following your own inner guidance in a new way, okay, to proceed and engage in new ways lightheartedly, with less pressure for others for the most part, okay, because I can feel how you really want to put this whole warrior, this whole badass, this whole hard edge, or whatever, you want to put it behind you a little bit. I can feel this for Scorpio, okay, so this is like you turning over that new leaf, okay, but maybe being afraid that you can't uphold this new thing. And I want to say to you from spirit that, like, every success is a victory to be celebrated. Every time that you choose to be the best version of you is awesome and wonderful. And even if tomorrow or next time you have a stumble or you don't quite hit the mark, like, hey, you can do your best the next time. Do it again, again, again. Okay, don't let any kind of slow progress or seeing the result come back to you in a slow way. That's how I feel about this, for Scorpio. Don't let it deter you, because sometimes it takes a while for things to sink in. You know what I mean? And if this is new for you, this is new for others as well. So I really feel like continue to be who you want yourself to be and feel authentic in your actions and your being, and others will warm up to this new side of you, or the way that you're approaching life at work or at home, whatever. And as long as it feels authentic to you, that's what I want to say, that it's going to be successful, and others will, warm up to whatever this is. I just feel like it's kind of new. So don't shut it off or shut it down just because, like, it's not well received, right? Or they're not jumping in line like I expected that they would. I say give it a bit more time. It's not well received. Okay. That makes sense for Scorpio. Turning over some kind of a new leaf, and I really feel like it'll affect and benefit everyone. But it's easy to give up. Pisces, you've got the 10 of Cups here, which is about our fulfillment in an emotional way, like with partnership or other people in our lives, our family, our home life, our togetherness, the people that we like to spend time with, our loved ones. These are the people that this card is, well, you and your folks, basically the life, that what you do with your time, what really fills you up and sustains you, and the togetherness and camaraderie that you find at home or at work. Okay, Pisces, I feel how, wow. Okay, look, I just want to say, I feel how some Pisces might be jumping into like a new relationship, okay, or something of the sort. I just want to say this right now, and I want to say, even if you feel very certain about this new relationship, new venture, new job, something that really lights you up, you're stepping in like, oh my God, this thing is the ticket, okay? But you're missing a step. Remember we said here, like, this is new, and things need to move at a slower pace, okay? Even if intuitive Pisces knows this is the one, this is long term, right? I might as well just dive in head first right fucking now, okay? Spirit is saying slow down, even if you feel very certain, okay? Because things have to move and evolve naturally, all right? Less something be scared away, okay, or a wrinkle in the program or some such thing, okay? I also want to say to those who aren't getting involved in some kind of a new exciting thing like that, I feel how maybe in the family life that you have, I want to say family, home life, like slow progress is being made. Okay. Continue to be the person that you want to be, and teach others how to treat you by how you allow them to behave in your life, or, those kinds of things. So I feel how I want to say to Pisces, like, it takes time for these things to sink in, and for others to catch on and jump on board and start functioning like the rest of the group, okay? But I feel like change has been set in motion, even if that's slow change. So recognizing that anything worth having is worth investing in, and worth, watching the process unfold naturally. That's what I really feel, an organic unfoldment of this process is necessary, because every part of the organic unfoldment adds to the sum total of what it actually turns out to be in your life and in your heart. That's how I feel. Gardening, Peggy, love that. It needs to unfold organically, so have patience with the process. Don't overdo it either. That is what I have for the water signs today. Thank you, water signs.